Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you to East Tennessee State University for our commencement ceremony. We are gathered this morning to celebrate both an ending and a beginning, the culmination of years of work by the students who sit before us, and the promise for a better future because of their achievements. This ceremony also celebrates the efforts of family members and friends, as well as university faculty members and staff who have been a part of the lives of the students before us. I welcome all of you for this important occasion as we confer these degrees that are symbolic of academic and personal achievement. It is now my pleasure to present the president of East Tennessee State University, Dr. Brian Nolan, who will introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Nolan.
Thank you, Dr. Bach, and good morning. 35 years ago, East Tennessee State University's Quillen College of Medicine graduated its first class. Our speaker this morning has taught every class in Quillen's history. He's an accomplished anatomist, a gifted teacher, and an outstanding role model and mentor. He currently serves as Associate Dean for Student Affairs and as Professor in the Department of Biomedical Sciences. In addition, he is the Director of Anatomical Gifts for the Quillen College of Medicine. In his role at the College of Medicine, he interacts with all first-year, third-year, and most fourth-year medical students. Many of them stay in contact with him throughout their careers, and students uniformly list him as their favorite professor. He has been awarded the Scarlet Sash for excellence in instruction each year since that award was instituted in 2004. And he's been named Professor of the Year 14 times. Since 1985, he has been selected to hood our medical school graduates, an honor that is bestowed by the students who choose one PhD and one MD for their 4 years at Quillen. Nationally, he has been a peer reviewer for scientific journals, has numerous scientific and educational publications to his credit, has served on various grant review committees for the National Institute of Health. He's received national awards from the McCann Foundation for Excellence in Teaching and Mentoring. And in 2015, he was named the Robert J. Glasser Distinguished Teacher of the Year by the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society. Our speaker holds a Bachelor of Science degree from Niagara University and a PhD in Anatomy and Embryology from the University of Virginia. He completed a postdoctoral fellowship in Berlin. Before earning his doctorate, he served 3 years of active duty as an officer in the United States Army and 3 years in the Army Reserves. He received several awards for his meritorious service in Vietnam, including the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart, and the Army Commendation Medal. Our speaker joined the faculty of East Tennessee State University's College of Medicine in 1979, just 1 year after the admission of our very first class. And from that unique vantage point, he has witnessed the entire history and expanding influence and prestige that characterizes the Quillen College of Medicine. Please welcome this morning's commencement speaker, Dr. Thomas Quasegro.
Thank you, President Nolan. Welcome, everyone. It's an incredible honor to be here with you. The weather outside may not be perfect, but the weather inside is outstanding. And we have the opportunity to graduate all of these individuals today. So President Nolan, Dr. Bishop, Dr. Bach, other distinguished members of the stage party, my fellow faculty, family and friends, it's good to have you here. And most importantly, our wonderful graduates. It is an incredible day again, and it is my distinct honor to have the opportunity to speak to you a little bit this morning. I would like to recognize my family to start out with because they are all proud graduates of ETSU. My wife received her bachelor's degree here before moving on to get her PhD. My son got his bachelor's degree before continuing his studies elsewhere. My daughter received both her bachelor's and her master's degree from ETSU. And my daughter-in-law received her MD degree from Quillen College of Medicine. The only outlier is my son-in-law. But we like him anyway. Is there a possibility we could give him an honorary degree? Otherwise, maybe something shady going on, but there are a few sentinel events in our lives. Some of these are our marriage, the birth of our children, our graduation from college. Those are certainly days in my life that I will never forget. I do remember my graduation from college like it was yesterday, even though it was many, 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 many yesterdays ago. Exactly 50 years ago, to be precise. We had two distinguished speakers that day. One of those was Perry Como, a barber turned successful singer that your grandparents might remember. He had a very popular TV show. The second speaker was William F. Buckley. William F. Buckley is a controversial but brilliant writer and political commentator of his day. I clearly remember them on stage that day, but I must say it was a very hot day. We were all out there sweating in the sun. And the bad news is I do not remember a single word they said. So it is not likely you will remember a single word I say here today either. But you might remember that there was a tall, distinguished guy, obviously an NBA player in his previous life, who spoke to you at your graduation. If that's the best I can hope for, then I will take it. I will try to be brief so that you won't have a whole lot to forget. Before I start, I would like to ask all of our graduates to please stand, face where your family is located in the audience, and please give them a heartfelt round of applause to thank them for all that they have done to get you here. Please stand. Humor me here. Please stand. You really can do better than that, I think. What I do want to talk about today is the top 10 list that I have of things that I wish someone told me when I graduated. Frankly, if someone had told me then, I wouldn't have taken the last 50 years trying to learn them on my own and might have been a little more successful in accomplishing that. So because of the 50-year mark and all of that, this is fair warning. There will be a test for all of you 50 years from today, so be ready for that. We'll see what you can remember. Number 10, continue your education. It is an investment in you. It is an investment in your family. It is an investment in your community. It is an investment in your country. Continue it through the rest of your life. Become a lifelong learner, like my wife, who is currently taking a course in physics just because. Don't ask me why. Number 9, protect your future. Save and invest at least 10% of your income. See how boring this is going to be? Invest at least 10% of your income and start now. If you make it a practice from day one, you won't miss the money, and you'll have a wonderful safety net when you need it. Number 8, see and experience the beauty of our country. It's incredible. If you haven't been out there, experience its people, experience its natural resources. We are truly blessed to live in this country, And unless you take advantage of those opportunities before you travel overseas and all those other things that are also wonderful, you will miss the opportunity to learn and grow. Number 7, this is a big one to me. Seek feedback. We never see ourselves like others see us. Never. Even when you look in the mirror, you don't see yourself like you are seen by others. So you need to learn about yourself through the lens of others. Very important. Being told that you are doing fine is not feedback, whether it's in your job or through friends or whatever it is. That is not feedback. Feedback should be specific and it should be actionable. So, for example, if I was your basketball coach, we'll get out of this academic thing just a second. If I was your basketball coach, I shouldn't tell you to go practice your foul shot without giving you some specific hints about how to improve that shot. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having specific things that you can work on to make yourself better. Getting feedback applies to education. It applies to our job. Maybe most importantly, it applies to our personal lives. So here's a tough one. Have you ever wondered why the two most important things that we do, the two most important things we do in our lives, we have no training for? What are they? Being a spouse and being a parent. How many of you took parenting classes or spousing classes? None. So those are tough. And if we were to be honest about our lives growing up, how many of us, don't raise your hands. There are people watching. Don't raise your hands. How many of us would say our parents were not very good to each other? How many of us would say that our mother or our father weren't necessarily great parents? The good news is, if that is the case, see what you have accomplished in spite of that. So, if that is the case, learn from the mistakes that you observed and get good advice, get feedback from reliable resources so that you do not duplicate their mistakes. So that is key. We don't have to fall in the trap of repeating what we have seen. Remember, it is not the mistakes that make us as we live our lives, not the mistakes that we make, but it is how well we recover from those mistakes that defines us, that makes the difference. That's why feedback is key. It's getting that information that can help us move forward. Number 6, we're getting down there. Number 6 is listen, listen, listen. And that's important. We can't learn a thing if we are too busy talking. My family over here is laughing right now. And everyone else out there that knows me is laughing because they would say this is a challenge for me to this day. But I do try to improve. All I can tell you is it is critical to be a good listener, to not just to hear, but to be engaged with others when you have an opportunity to learn. Really be engaged, pay attention. This will only work if you respect and pay attention to the thoughts and suggestions of all around you. I tell you that in my own world, I have learned more from my children than they have learned from me. Hate to admit that, but I can tell you it's true. I have benefited more while in the military and in my academic life from the suggestions of my staff than I have from my supervisors. Dr. Means is back here. I didn't say that. We never know where good ideas are going to come from. And it's important that we use those good ideas regardless of their source. When I was in Vietnam, after every single encounter, I would grab my unit together, and sometimes it was 6 or 8 guys, or sometimes it would be 80 guys. And we would go over everything that we just had gone through so that if we made mistakes, which we always did, we wouldn't duplicate those if at all possible. I can't tell you how important that was in me getting all of those guys, including myself. So this is about teamwork. One of my favorite quotes, one of the things I try to live by, and it's a good one. Teamwork makes the dream work. So just keep that in the back of your head. Use the good ideas from all around you. Number 5, take advantage of opportunities that show up, even if they take you outside your comfort zone. Think of how Ping Golf, how Apple, how Amazon, how Tesla, Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, all of those developed programs, how they all started. They were started by people who saw a need and acted. But expect nothing in return. Everyone needs to receive, but receive with humility. We always get back more than we give. Always, always, always. Number 2, help save the world. This is something we all need to participate in. But in order to save the world, we have to be vigilant. We can't make a difference if we are unaware or closed to the needs of those around us. Really critical. Don't be afraid of change, but be a change agent. When change is needed, you have to step up and assist the process. In order to be good at identifying the need for change, we have to be good observers and be creative thinkers, like the Tesla and all of those other people that we mentioned. Unfortunately, and I think we all know there's some truth to this, unfortunately, formal education tends to stifle creativity. So we need to work hard to regain, redevelop the childlike curiosity and the attitude of discovery that we all had at some point in our life. And be a good observer, be a change agent. You can do that. Lastly, number 1, live with courage. It takes courage to take complete charge of our life and accept responsibility for what happens to us and around us without excuses. It takes courage to find ways every day to make sure that we are better today than we were yesterday in all things we do, in every aspect of our life, our interpersonal relationships, our jobs, our education, everything we do. We should be trying to be better today than we were yesterday, tomorrow than we were today. It takes courage to make sure that we try to help someone every day. Every day. So please be that courageous person that steps up to help others when help is needed. I want to again thank President Nolan for giving me this opportunity to speak to you today. You can start forgetting what I said now. It's okay. And in the words of Dr. Nolan, good luck, Godspeed, and go Bucks. Congratulations, folks, and thank you.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
On behalf of the more than 14,500 students and 2,600 faculty and staff who call East Tennessee State University home, it is my pleasure to bring greetings from the entire ETSU family and extend congratulations to the class of 2017. Graduates, today is about you. Each of you entered our institution full of hopes and dreams and aspirations, yet with some degree of trepidation about the journey that lay before you. Today begins another journey as you move from this place of educational exploration and personal development and transition into the workforce or on to graduate school. Commencement is a time for renewal and reflection, a chance to look back what has been, but also a time to envision the future. It's a time of accomplishment and pride, and that pride exists on the face of every faculty member as they look out upon you today and realize the accomplishments that you have made while you've been at East Tennessee State University. As you journey from here today, I encourage you to take time to acknowledge our faculty and the role that they have played in shaping both your dreams and your future. When you receive your degrees, please take time to read the text, paying attention to a particular phrase, on the recommendation of the faculty. Your degree is not a random collection of credit hours. It's not a mere reflection of job-related skills. Your degree is the embodiment of the academic spirit. It's a covenant between you and the faculty in which they formally declare that you have achieved the learning foundations expected of a college graduate. The faculty have opened your mind to new ideas and philosophy that will serve you well as citizens of our social democracy. In the years to come, you will realize that they have left marks on your consciousness that will never be forgotten. In the end, it's your duty to keep their dreams burning bright, as Dr. Quasagro noted, to continue to learn throughout your lifetime and to be active members of your communities and this great nation. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause for our faculty. East Tennessee State University was founded in 1911 to serve the greater good, in particular, the good people of Central Appalachia. For over 100 years, we've educated the people of our region. Graduates, you have spent 4 years, or maybe more, as part of a distinctive community that embraces the tripartite mission of teaching, research, and service. You've participated in public service projects, volunteered in our local schools, built homes for families displaced by the fires in Gatlinburg, raised money for those whose lives have been shattered by domestic violence, and volunteered in the fight against the opioid epidemic that is ravaging Appalachia. In doing so, you've embraced our institutional mission, a mission of improving the quality of life for the people of our region. For more than 100 years, our faculty and staff have transformed the lives of both our graduates and this region as a whole. We have a proud tradition at East Tennessee State University of serving first-generation college students, and many of today's graduates are the first in their family to receive a college degree. I would like to ask all of the graduates who are the first in their family to graduate from college to please stand and be recognized. The platform party this morning is comprised of valued members of the university community. Deans of the various colleges will be introduced later and will join in greeting the graduates from their respective colleges. At this time, I would like to introduce and ask to stand and be recognized other members of the university administration and distinguished faculty who are joining us here on the platform party. They are as follows: Dr. Wilsey Bishop, Vice President for Health Affairs; Dr. William R. Duncan, Vice Provost for Research and Sponsored Programs; Dr. B.J. King, the university's Chief Fiscal Officer; Dr. Joe Sherlin, our Vice President for Student Affairs; Dr. Susan Epps, the President of our Faculty Senate; Dr. Paul Stanton, President Emeritus of East Tennessee State University; Ms. Cheryl Burnett, the University Registrar; Dr. Mary Ann Littleton, who carried the mace; Mr. Scott Neiswanger, the Chair of our Board of Trustees. I want to recognize several members of the class of 1967 who have been inducted into the ETSU National Alumni Association's Golden 50s Club, along with other members of the Golden 50s Club. They have been celebrating reunions during spring commencement weekend activities and are seated in the front row. Members of the Golden 50s Club, please stand so that we can thank you for your contributions to your alma mater. At this time, I wish to recognize special guests who are seated at the front on my right and ask that they please stand to be recognized. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Hunter Shipley, who carried our alumni banner this morning. He is the newly elected SGA Vice President and a member of the ETSU National Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mr. Shipley is a junior pre-med student majoring in child psychology. He is from Greenville, Tennessee. Dr. Chris Quasagro, wife of our commencement speaker, and other members of the Quasagro family, I invite them to stand and be recognized. I would also like to invite Ms. Nancy Stanton, former First Lady of ETSU, and other members of the Stanton family who are joining us today to stand and be recognized. And also my wife, the university's First Lady, Ms. Donna Nolan. In addition to these individuals, I would like to acknowledge and thank the faculty and staff who've worked behind the scenes to make this ceremony run so flawlessly. It's not a simple task to invite 9,000 people to the largest graduation in the history of the university, but our staff has done a fantastic job of pulling this celebration together. In particular, I want to thank Dr. Potterton, Dr. Zembauer, and Mr. McMorrin, the ETSU Chorale, and our wind ensemble for the beautiful music that will accompany today's ceremony. Mr. Fred Saussman, senior writer and associate professor of Appalachian Studies, who shortly will flawlessly announce each graduate's name, the interpreters from Disability Services for their invaluable assistance today, the Office of the Registrar for facilitating the event, and to Sean Morris and the entire staff in facility and grounds for ensuring that our campus looks beautiful as it does every day. We have the most beautiful campus in the state of Tennessee, and that's because of Sean and his staff. It's now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Mr. Scott Neiswanger, who will bring greetings on behalf of our university's Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dr. Nolan. Good morning, all. It's certainly inspiring to be on this campus on this very special day. Soon-to-be graduates of East Tennessee State University, you are on the path to success. Your choice of ETSU to continue your education placed you on that path. I have watched the growth and development of this university with great interest over the years, and I am convinced that it is one of the most dynamic regional universities in this country. As Governor Haslam said back in March at our first ever trustee meeting, ETSU is the most important institution in all of East Tennessee. It is a powerful driver of the regional economy, of the healthcare industry, and of our culture. And it will empower you throughout your lives in the years to come. Now, no excuses. You're well prepared. After today, you own your future. As chairman of the newly created Board of Trustees, I look forward to being engaged with ETSU from an even closer vantage point. It's our job as trustees to help shape a future ETSU that is responsive to the needs of potential employers for our graduates and for the individual students. As you leave your campus today, do so with the knowledge that your choice for higher education has been an outstanding one. It's the best investment you could have made. Congratulations to each of you on this memorable day, and remember just 3 words: learn, earn, and return. Thank you.
A total of 2,031 degrees are being conferred today. Honors graduates are wearing medallions on special colored ribbons as indicated on pages 54 through 56 in the program. Those wearing white ribbons are graduating cum laude, that is, with grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.64. Those wearing yellow ribbons are graduating magna cum laude with grade point averages of 3.65 to 3.84. And those wearing blue ribbons are graduating summa cum laude with grade point averages of 3.85 to 4.0. I'm going to ask to stand and be recognized 6 students, graduates who have completed their work here at the university with perfect 4.0 grade point averages. I'll call their names. They are Carly Denise Fields of Kingsport, Tennessee, Matthew David Jade of Morristown, Tennessee, Sarah Michelle Hislop of Talbot, Tennessee, Ashley Taylor Rogers of Morristown, Tennessee, Natalie Sarah Vaughn of Elizabethton, Tennessee, and Juan Zhang of Beijing, China. We are extremely proud of our Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC program here at ETSU, and of our students' commitment to service and leadership excellence. Yesterday, we commissioned 9 seniors as second lieutenants in the United States Army, and these new officers will graduate today. Beyond their academic programs of study, these new lieutenants have pursued a very demanding program of leadership development and physical training that has prepared them to now lead our nation's sons and daughters as military officers. All of the ROTC students will participate in this afternoon's ceremony, but I will call their names this morning. They are John Badgley, Jacob Breeding, Cody Buchanan, Jessica Gonzalez, Matthew Hagee, Patricia Ledbetter, Nicholas Osborne, Wesley Vaughn, and Andrew Wiggins. Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered through the several colleges and schools of East Tennessee State University. They've been recommended to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic excellence, of their academic accomplishments by all the faculties and by the following: Dr. Gordon Anderson, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences; Dr. Dennis Depew, Dean of the College of Business and Technology; Dr. Lynn Williams, Associate Dean of the College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences. Dr. Rick Osborne, Dean of the School of Continuing Studies and Academic Outreach. Dr. Richard Rhoda, Interim Dean of the Claudius G. Clemmer College of Education. Dr. Cecilia McIntosh, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies. Dr. Judith Slagle, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Wendy Nering, Dean of the School of Nursing. Dr. Randy Wyckoff, Dean of the College of Public Health. Ms. Patricia Van Zant, Dean of University Libraries. Dr. Debbie Bird, Dean of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. And Dr. Robert Means, Dean of the James H. Quillen College of Medicine. The Golden 50s have had a busy weekend and will now leave the arena to attend other alumni events. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Would candidates for the doctoral degrees please rise for the conferring of degrees? The Doctor of Education and the Doctor of Public Health graduates will be hooded today by the chairs of their dissertation committees. The Doctor of Audiology and the Doctor of Medicine graduates were hooded Friday afternoon, and the Doctor of Pharmacy graduates were hooded Friday morning at their departmental commencement ceremonies. President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for these doctoral degrees. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer on each of you the doctorate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, Dr. McIntosh would be honored to present you with your diploma.
John Richardson Bragg, Jr., hooded by Dr. Bethany Flora. Selena Catherine Bryant, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Lisa Condra Davies, hooded by Dr. James Lampley. Brenda Gale DeSorbo, hooded by Dr. Bethany Flora. David Golden, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Tweed. Jane Bryan Honeycutt, hooded by Dr. Bethany Flora. Catherine Jean Claire Hughes, hooded by Dr. Pamela Scott. Tanika Langford Mitchell, hooded by Dr. Bethany Flora. Lori Allen Nixon, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Lakeisha B. Roseborough, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Kelly E. Thomas, hooded by Dr. W. Hal Knight. Caleb Christopher Tipton, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Joshua Charles Tipton, hooded by Dr. Pamela Scott. James Anthony Wernke Jr., hooded by Dr. Virginia Foley. Timothy N. Wilson, hooded by Dr. Donald Good. Abraham Basil Al-Hassan, hooded by Dr. Arsham Alamian. Oluwatosin Ario, hooded by Dr. Katie Baker. Caroline Alexis de Cosimo, hooded by Dr. Deborah Slauson. Janice E. Green, hooded by Dr. Deborah Slauson. Nicole M. Holt, hooded by Dr. Arsham Alamian. Julie Frances Obenauer Motley, hooded by Dr. Megan Quinn. the Doctor of Audiology, Catherine Elizabeth Cardona. Erin Leanne Dula. Annie Martin Gordon. Samuel James Hester. Catherine Louise Henley McCreary. Julia Helen McDowell. Brett Jacob Schneiderman. Devin J.C. Schock. Ashley Tice. Paige Suzanne Waddell.
Would candidates for the master's degrees please rise for the conferring of degrees? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies. On behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you the master's degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, Dr. McIntosh would be honored to present you with your diploma.
Xing Fan. Candace Barnett Gwynn. Brandon R. Hammis. Jace Emmanuel Willis Trent. Justin Anthony Austin. Jennifer Benson. Kimball Olander Bray Jr. Cassidy H. Burks. Michael Andrew Serino. Wendelin Creek Elrod. Matthew Foote. Sarah Catherine Fowler. Gerald Quentin Greenlee. Jordan Ashley Hansen. Micah Klein. Dylan Patrick Llewellyn. Laura Osteen. Laura Kathleen Painter. Jasmine E. Quayle. Jacqueline Ripple. Kylie Russell. Jennifer Stouts. Kurt E. Teal III. Janae Turner. Logan Davis Whitt. Julie Woodburn. Andrea M. Yeager. J. Andrew Young. Bethany Irene Adkins. Jeffrey Cameron Buck. Cody Emerson Burrell. Gabrielle Calhoun. Rachel Ann Denny. Danielle Dotz. Corey Glenn Fain. Elizabeth Fassler. Alec Carter Johnson. Matthew B. Early. Susan Olmstead. Angela D. Parks. Catherine Renee Weinman. Elizabeth Regina Williams. Rawan Nazi Youssef. Fernando Matias Amon. Emily Rebecca Colvin. William Reed Darden III. Parker Lance Denton. Megan Danielle Greer. Melanie Mobley Hart. Brandon Tyler Johnson. Genevieve Iva Kupritz. Rebecca Ann Nickel. Kristen L. Shell. Emmanuel Basil Shipstone. Brennan Alexandria Trent. Tarfa Saad Alfawaris. Amanda J. Burton. Tanya Cable. Sam Campbell. Lakotia Shea Collins. Mary Jane Foister. Dana Marie Gwynn. Allison Caroline Gorska. Callie Harrell. Rachel Anna Kamkwani. Ashley Carol Kessler. Jordan Elizabeth King. Emily Brooke Lawson. Ashton Mackenzie Leonard. Samantha Frances Pagel. Jordan Mackenzie Peterson. Haley Pritchett. Jessica N. Rice. Millie P. Robinson. Daniel Scherer Emmons. Mary Elizabeth Scruggs. Jocelyn Louise Holler Smith. Alyssa Ann Tobin. Leanna Wagner. Aaron Evans Whitley. Audrey Lee Wilkinson. Amy Lisa Young. Olayemi Adeniran. Ali El Ghassim Ali Alamin. Muyiwa Philip Ategbole. Charvi Choksi. Carolyn Elizabeth Cochran. Kathleen Ashwood Collins. Simone Marie Council. Varan Antonita Farrow. Wendy Grijalva. Sarah Chesney Howard. Edward Lenar. Elaine Loudermilk. Olivia C. Luzzi. Anthony J. Peluso. Chelsea Ridley. Sonica Siam. Randall Emily Faith Simpson. Carolyn Elizabeth Stanton. Amy Judith Weber. Fengru Zhao. Olayemi Abioye. Dennis Kofi Ajay Ba. MD Salman Ahmed. Sumnima B.C. Stephanie Baer. Casey Wiley Bartow. Eric Allen Blumenstock. Emma Boggs. Jacob A. Bolin. Kelsey Victoria Bonham. Taylor Boston. Lisa Bauer. Emily Burdick. Christian Bourgeois. Haley Brianna Church. Lindsay Cole. Emily May Cox. Bradley Cross. Emery Mackenzie Curtis. Rachel Dana. Caitlin Darter. Sauharda Dawadi. Clark A. DeBusk. Jacqueline Nicole DeMarzio. Megan Elizabeth Earls. Catherine Flood. Carrington Colvard Gamble. Emily Alyssa Garland. Heather Green. Dakota Hamilton. Haley Catherine Hawks. Megan Marie Hutchison. Erfosa Imasuen. Chelsea Leanne Jones. Jeffrey Thomas Cade. Emily Rose Ketron. Dana Ali Khalaf. Raj Kumar Kanal. Megan Renee Kwan. Alexandra Danielle Lee. Cody A. Liegaber. Shu Hai Lee. Anna Carol List. Dilip Kumar Madala, Allison Jane Martin, Nathan Michael Morabito, Amanda Marsh Mowell, Leslie Ann Poole, Lane Harris Rainey, Brittany Vanessa Ratliff, Andrew Gavin Smith, Lisa Marie Swearingen, Michelle Montano Taylor, Chidi Henry Uka Egbu, Stephen William Wells, Jamie Winstrom, Jessie Diane Crow, Hyacinth Umwali Kayura,
Would candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise for the conferring of degrees? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for baccalaureate degrees. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, the dean of your respective college or school will be honored to present you with your diploma.
the College of Business and Technology, Titileo Alua Palumi Abiwan, Daniel Eric Edelman, Mohammed Saeed Al-Dayan, Hedi H. Al-Basha, Abdullah Mohammed Al-Blawi, Abdul Rahman Hassan Al-Dagal, Turki Al-Dubaikel, Youssef Musad Al-Ghamdi, Yasser Al-Johani, Al-Humadi Abdullah Al-Johani, Musad Al-Jalaidan, Abdullah Khalid Al-Mane, Zahra Al-Kadem, Rakia Ahmed Al-Khalafan, Hassan Faisal Al-Khatib, Abdullah Abdul Rahman Al-Mahmoud, Khalid Khalaf Al-Mutairi, Sulaiman Abdullah Al-Misfer, Khalid Suleiman Al-Mutairi, Ziad Abdulaziz Al-Rashidi, Gina Lynette Alston, Mohammed Saeed Al-Yami, Luke J. Armitage, Mary Rose Armitage, Christopher Blake Arnold, Paul Ashburn, Caitlin Olivia O'Quinn, Isaac Dejon Banks, Krista Aline Bard, Cynthia Valerie Benjamin, Michael Bentley, Brittany Elizabeth Bjork, David Biasca Gervant, Charles Campbell Blankenship V, Sean Blaney, Aaron G. Bookout, Erica Michelle Bowman, Jonathan Boyd, Joshua Ryan Taylor Brewer, Yolanda Brewster, Michael Austin Britt, Austin S. Brooks, Nathan Elijah Brown, Victoria Danielle Bunton, Haley K. Burchard, Emily Victoria Cable, Clint Allen Caldwell, James W. Canterbury, Jenna Marie Carmody, Mary Catherine Chafin, Lee Cheng, Natasha Marie Church, Isaac Bo Clark, Tina Michelle Clark, Lauren Christine Clayman, Zachary E. Clevenger, Charles Ben Colson, Catherine Elizabeth Cooter, Crystal Summer Cox, David Allen Cox, Jr., Janie Martin Crabtree, Evan Krieger, Emilia Chuchalovska, Dominika Chukova, Hannah Patricia Davis, Micah DeLacy Dean Davis, Vincent Brent Davis II, Charles Mackenzie Dawn, Amanda J. DeBoard, Brandon Delgado, Wyatt Austin Dennison, Leslie Pace Derby, Summer Nicole Donald, Stephanie Drischel, Caitlin Ray Duke, Jacob Michael Dunlap, Mackenzie Blaine Agan, Andrew Mitchell Ellison, Robert Norman Eschenbacher Jr., Jessica May Fabosi, Raid Fran, David Anthony Fender, Patrick Sean Ferguson, Derek Channing Fisher, Kara Elizabeth Ford, Danny Lee Francis Jr., Connor Douglas Franklin, Jordan Mackenzie Franklin, Jeremiah Walker Furchess, Bethany Fuss, Mingjian Gao, Rui Gao, Bethany Lauren Gibson, Sarah Jean Gillum, McLean Grable, Caitlin Gray, James William Richard Grindstaff, Virginia Groover, Jia Shi Guo, John Howard Hall, Alyssa Nicole Hamilton, Jimmy D. Hammonds, Palin Han, Xin Ying Han, Shelley Harrell, Kimberly Ann Hawkins, Michaela Danielle Hawkins, Samantha Haley Haynes, Allison Nicole Heck, Austin Lynn Helton, Elisa Nicole Henson, Ryan Carl Heron, Zachary S. Heilman, Destin Hill, Stephanie Bree Hill, David Irwin Hirsch, Lorady Blair Hoffman, Cass McKellar Holt, Yuangu Hao, Xiaoheng Hu, Tristan Human, Matthew Humphrey, Chase Thomas Husky, Zachary Hyder, Youssef Fawaz Jaffo, Perrin Herring, Carly Danielle Johnson, Lindsay Marie Johnson, Brandon Elliott Jones, Darian H. Jones, Mohammed Ali Khalaf, William Cody King, Eleni Kira Clonaris, James Gregory Knight, Amanda I. Huajuin Kuhn, Timothy LeBay, Jonah Albro Lasley, Nicholas Charles Lauderdale, Kelsey Rachel Lawson, Logan Allen Lawson, Haley Amber Marie Lewis, Dana Jared Light, Ben Liu, Ganlin Liu, Yi Liu, Yu Ji Liu, Ryan William Lockhart. Matthew Morgan Lott. Dakota Chase Love. Junyi Liu. Olivia Gabrielle Whitaker. Jacob Allen Lynch. Derek James Maiden. Landon Martin. Christian Ronald Massacott. Ben Lee McPhee. Elizabeth Ann McLean. Ryan Desmond Meads. Michael George Medina. Albert Lewis Merriweather Jr. Joseph Paul Mistretta. Hunter Thomas Moats. Wesley Cole Montgomery. Charles Neil Moore. Samantha Michelle Moore. Brianna Hope Morlock. Skylar K. Morlock. Douglas Thomas Morissette. India Brooke Mounts. Jacob Matthew Noah. Diego Nunez Felix. Kaylin Yvonne Ogle. Daniel Brock Olinger. Michael Glenn Osterman. Spencer Lauren Otey. Christopher A. Parker. Ryan Stafford Pinkerman. Joshua Presley. Jacob Price. Jonathan Chans Pritchett. Dylan J. Pryor. Jonathan Quilliams. Caitlin Corinne Ramsey. Alyssa Moriah Reed. Wendy M. Reed. Renzi Alice Rice. Travis Rich. Benjamin Walker Riddle. Paige Renee Roberts. Christopher Scott Runyon. Alexandra Nicole Rutledge. Gabriel Saavedra. Derek M. Samples. Dorian Herman Sanchez. Keegan Lee Sanders. Araceli Santos. M. Grady Saunders. Ryan Austin Shankle. Aaron Dean Sheldon. Justin Reed Short. Jenny Marie Snyder. Haven Ashley Spanier. Rebecca Elizabeth Sparry. Michael Stanton. Irshan Stos. Justin Mark Suter. Caleb Tabor. Brianna Karen Taylor. Richmond Taylor. Russell Landon Taylor. Ryan Thawley. Isaiah Lane Thomas. Grace Calloway Thompson. Holly Michelle Thompson. Blake Harrison Thurman. Alec Justice Tibbetts. Bridget Desiree Tipton. Lucas Andrew Tipton. Royce Turnbull. Catherine Van Trump. Matthew Ryan Vaughn. Ming-Shan Wang. Peng-Kun Wang. Ashley Leanne Williamson. Nicholas Woods. Ethan Mackenzie Weichel. Ruyu Xing. Mutong Yang. Xiao Chuan Yu. Huan Zhang. Lin Zhang. Yu Xiao Zhang. Yu Shen Zhang. Yu Xin Zhou. Yu Xuan Zhou. The Claudius G. Clemmer College of Education. Austin Tyler Albright. Jeanette Lee Alexander. Kayla Ann Arnold. Warren Stephen Austin. April Christine Baldwin. Chloe Elizabeth Ann Bales. Joshua Bankston. Christine Georgie Barrett. Morgan Michelle Belessa. Aramis Marshall Bennett. Jamie Marie Benward. Ashley Bowling. Connie Elise Bond. Thomas Chase Brashears. Devin Marie Brooks. Elijah Buchanan. Tanisa Lene Buchanan. Madison Taylor Bulla. Michaela Burke. Taylor Nicole Burkett. James Landon Burrell. Carrie Logan Burton. Hannah Lee Calhoun. Anthony Robert Campbell. Sky Nicole Campbell. Ashley Nicole Carlson. Kirsten Mackenzie Carmichael. Brandy Schoenfield Catlett. Kagan Rail Childress. Julia Chastain Christ. Adam Weston Church. Jonna Malin Klein. Taylor May Cockrell Anders. Erica Arnay Colon. Lisa Nicole Collins. Molly Leah Collinson. Mark Stephen Conley Jr. Courtney Lynn Connell. Chelsea Elizabeth Cottrell. Mackenzie Beth Crook. Lauren Brooke Crow. Brooke Haley Darnell. Kelsey Danielle Davidson. Kristen Michelle Davis. Rachel Dawn Davis. Virginia Caitlin Deakins. Leah Dawn Decker. Cynthia Elizabeth Dillow. Bethany Marie Dreyer. Hannah Jean Duncan. Morgan Jade Evelyn Dye. Jasmine Maria Elliott. Caitlin Stone England. Caitlin English. Kimberly Nicole Erickson. Kristen Elizabeth Favre. Carly Denise Fields. Trenton F. Fines. Blair Fisher. Kendra Shea Fleming. Jonathan David Foote. Abby Lynn Foster. Ashton Robert Franco. Courtney Leanne Fuson. Whitney Morgan Gambrell. Natalie Hayes Guerin. Lexi Gildersleeve. Ethan Good. Matus Gradecki. Shauna Brooke Graham. Haley Ann Mosley. John Hunter Mosley. John Taylor Griggs. Chloe Allison Elaine Dandridge Hall. Corey Lynn Harden. Jordan Christopher Harrison. Hannah Dawn Hatmaker. Whitney Elizabeth Head. Fanta M. Henderson. Jessica Nicole Henry. Cameron Hodges. Tanja Holtman Alexander. Rebecca Lee Hornyak. William Horstman. Michael Wesley Horton. Preston A. Howard. Sarah Michelle Heislip. Taylor China James. Ashley Jarvis. Sarah Faith Jeter. Cynthia Renee Johnson. Mason G. Johnson. Nakia Jaloni Johnson. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Jones. Heather Maria Jones. Sean Davis Jones. Patricia F. Jordan. Peter Paul Lako Jerkin. Morgan Haley Knack. Ashley Cost. Ashley Brooke Landers. Catherine Emile Lanthorn. Kayla Diane Laws. Brianna Gail Lester. Courtney Nicole Lewis. Andrew David Licklider. Ashley Nicole Littrell. Elena Faith Lusk. Jared Clay Lyons. Rebecca Jane Lyons. Jasmine Simone Martin. Austin Daniel Mabin. Madison Gail McCullough. Jonathan Caleb McDonald. Catherine Ayla McGill. Emily Jade Maselli. Amber Michelle Leanne Miller. Catherine Elizabeth Momini. John C. Moore. Kelsey Christine Moore. Cassandra JoBeth Morlock. Emma Kalia Moa. Catelyn Joe Mullins. Danielle Sheree Murchison. Connor Nave. Stephanie Elizabeth Neese. Patrick Devon Oaks. Caitlin Renee Olive. Hunter Oliver. Joshua Domingo Ontiveros. Daniel Edward Alexander Pace. Ethan Zachary Palmer. Philip Andrew Pasillas. Neil Natvar Patel. Sierra Paige Piercy. Rachel Lindsay Pollock. Bethany Grace Poor. Jessica K. Presser. Chadwick Keith Pritchard. Jaleese S. Pruitt. Paige Whaley Rayborn. Cecilia Ray. Russell W. Redding. Joseph Ryan Reed. Nathan Lee Reed. Taylor Ruth Reed. Marie Nicole Ressler. Claudia Megan Reyes. Lindsay Brooke Reynolds. Macy Marteal Riddle. Tyler Jeffrey Ringley. Morgan Robbins. Ashley Rogers. Ashton Nicole Rosenborough. Corey J. Rowe. Joshua Allen Russell. Caitlin Grace Salyer. Michaela Brooke Salyer. Michael William Sanders Jr. Chris Sharp. Kelly Ann Shelton. Victor Ochieng Shem. Sabina Brooke Simmons. Lauren Simpson. Brittany Hope Smith. Kelsey Melinda Smith. Joseph Brian Smithdeal. Matthew Hunter Stanton, the grandson of ETSU President Emeritus Dr. Paul E. Stanton, Jr. and Mrs. Nancy Stanton. Olivia Gail Steinman. Caleb Lamar Stevens. Kelly Studer. India August Lee Sturgill. Dylan Suarez. Brennan Zane Sullivan. Brandon Edward Taylor. Kathleen Dawn Taylor. Rachel Elizabeth Tester. Kayla Thomason. China Thompson. Morgan C. Troop. Lacey M. Turbyfill. Justice Inette Turner. Michael T. Turner. Sherry Dawn Turner. Tyler Cruz Turner. Natalie Sora Vaughn. Matthew Warrener. Christian Watson. Matthew Ryan Weems. Leslie Ann May Weller. Devin Joseph Whitehead. Caleb Odom Widener. Whitney Lachey Wilhoit. Mary Caitlin Wilkin. Chantel Williams. Austin Miles Wingate. Alexis Grace Woods. Robert C. Wright. Corey S. Wyatt. Anna Caitlin Yancey. Brookley Yonts. Parker Allen Zolman. The College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences. Abdul Khalek H. Alamri. Abdul Rahman Obaid Al-Hindi. Durgam Mansoor Al-Safar. Nawaf Hassan Al-Subi. Martha Kate Andel. Sandra Elizabeth Anderson. Vladislav Avditsky. Allison Michelle Battaglia. Jessica Hall Bishop. Olivier Bordes. Charles Bowens. Heather Nicole Brewster. Abby Mae Bryant. Lauren Rochelle Kane. Katen Nicole Campbell. Laura Morgan Casanego. Jonna Megan Castle. Connor Shane Collette. Michaela Jane Cornett. Kristen Nicole Cross. Leanne Crumley. Rebecca Diane Edwards. Caitlin Brooke Evans. Alexandria Lynn Farmer. Brandy Frances Feathers. Ebony Michelle Farrell. Stephanie Fletcher.